Today we're going to be drawing from the holster. Ready? Let's get it. What's up 2A crew? Rizzo with Affinity Tactical, and we're talking about dry fire practice again. Today we're going to talk about incorporating drawing from the holster to your dry fire regimen. Let's get to it. Alright, so drawing from the holster is essential because if you're in a self-defense situation, chances are you're going to be drawing from the holster. And we know most indoor ranges won't allow you to draw from the holster, so you can do it at some outdoor ranges. So the best thing to do is just kind of incorporate it into your dry fire training. Now, there are a lot of different ways people teach it, so I'm just going to show you a couple of things that I've learned. And we're going to start with what we call the 4-step draw. Okay, so the first part of the 4-step draw is to establish a good grip. I always tell people you can come straight down, maybe just kind of come up. And what you want to do is you want to, when you grip that gun, that's why you got to practice this. You want to hit it. You want to have your hand high up into that beaver tail, that tang as possible. You want to get your grip on the gun. You want to keep that finger straight. So when you pull out, that's what she said. when you pull, okay. When you pull the gun out the holster, your finger's not on the trigger. That's not what you want. You want to have this thumb up. So that's what you want to kind of practice is getting that grip, pulling that out. All right. Then what you want to do is orient the gun towards your target. That's all part of step 1. And you see I'm putting my gun back in the holster. That's a rule to remember. Always look your gun back into the holster. So we're going to go establish our grip and practice this slow. You can get faster and faster as you go. There's no ammunition in here. You're not going to hurt yourself, but we still want to practice slow. Grab it, you're going to pull it out, orient it. And you don't need to do a big movement. Basically, when you pull it straight out, you can just kind of turn your wrist just like that. Now, we can talk about what happens if you need to shoot from this position. What anyone will suggest you if you need to shoot from this position is to kind of cant your gun out this way, because what you don't want to do is having to shoot from this position and you're shooting here and that slide, your body is messing with the operation of the slide. You might get a jam. So if you pull out, if you come out your holster straight up, orient toward the target, and you have to shoot from this position, cant your gun away from your body. And then that's where you would take the shot. Some people would say you keep it close in. Just make sure you got the slide is away from your body. That's step 1, is establish a good grip, straight up, orient it toward the target.
I'm gonna check that.
Okay, so my cameraman kind of reminded me that we did make sure, but we didn't show everybody else that the gun was clear, so it is clear. Thank you, Mr. Cameraman. We appreciate that. Alright, so we're moving on. We've established our grip. We've got it out. We've oriented toward the target. So step 2 is to bring the gun out in front of your body. Step 3 is going to be to establish your 2-hand grip. People will tell you it's different places to kind of do that. I suggest just kind of doing it. It just kind of depends on how you're doing it, but you go ahead and get your 2-hand grip. And we'll practice right now just to kind of get your grip here. And later we'll kind of show you different ways, because a lot of times when you're just bringing it, I just like to in a nice kind of steady motion. But right now we're just going to stop like in what we call the a low ready position or high compressed ready. So that's kind of what we're doing today. Just come in here. I just want you to establish your grip. You can establish it here if you want to kind of establish it here. That's fine. What I don't want you doing is trying to grab it all the way out, because that's part of the next step. That's what we got. We've established our 2-hand grip, and so now step 4 is going to be to bring the gun out towards your target. One thing we got to kind of remind you guys is when you're going toward the target from a compressed ready or high ready is okay, because you're just basically going to go straight out. That's all you're going to do is go straight. When you're coming from the low ready, what you don't want to do is go bowling where you're going like this, or what they call fishing. You want to kind of come up and just come bring your elbows just kind of straight up, just like that. And that's kind of how what you want to do. So that's why I say when you have it here and you come out, wherever you want to meet your hands at is fine. You want to meet them in close, just have your hand here, bring your hand in, and then with both hands on the gun, establishing a good grip. And that's the main thing, is establishing that good grip here. To me, that's the most important part, because when you're moving quickly, you know, you can just kind of grip, and so you just got to practice having a good grip out of the holster, maintaining your two-hand grip when you get it, and then orient it toward your target. What I don't want you to do is have the gun, bring it up, and then be looking. So practice, and that's the other part we're going to go over, is your presentation. Cause like I said, here's where we started, so the other part is what we're going to get to. But I want you to have the gun out here. You're looking at your target. You're bringing the gun, the sights or the red dot, into your line of sight. That's the part you need to practice the most, because you're going to be here, and when you bring it up and you bring it out, you need to get it to where when you bring it out, you're on target. You're looking, if you got a red dot, that dot is right there in the middle. If you using your sights, when you bring it up, you bring it out, that gun is right there. The sight is right there. You're looking at it. It's not too high, it's not too low. That's what dry fire practice is going to help you do. It's going to help you maintain that draw, and it's going to help you with your presentation to the target. So we did that. That was kind of a 4-step. Bring it out, up, boom, here, bring it up. The other one is just kind of, we just kind of call like presentation from the holster. And basically, it's just kind of, it's basically the same step. Instead of bringing your gun up and kind of meeting it here and coming up, what we're going to do is you're going to come out of the holster, and as you bring it, you orient your gun here. As you bring it up, what you're doing is you're bringing your support hand over, meeting and going out. That's what we're saying. To me, that's the more difficult thing to do. That's why I would prefer for you to practice here first and then kind of get there. But as you get more skilled with it, that'll be the thing you do, is from here, you're just going to bring it out and up. And that's kind of what you want to practice on, is I got it here, I'm bringing it here. Do it, don't do it fast, because a lot of times, look what happens when I go fast. Bring it out. And you're bringing it fast, and that gun's going to jerk. So what you want to kind of do is bring it up, catch it, bring it out. Maybe go about, first time, maybe 50% speed, and as you speed it up, as you get to be experts, you can do it. But what you want to do is, you want to, when you present that gun, it's steady, it's right there. You don't want to hit it and you're kind of smacking it and it's moving at the end. So that's what you want to do with your presentation from the holster. Good grip, bring it up, smooth, smooth. Practice that. Trust me, thousands and thousands of reps to get where you want to be. But that's what you want to do. You want to present your gun from the holster, you got to practice. All right, so let's talk about what happened after we draw, after we, in a self-defense situation, we've eliminated the threat. So we're here, we've eliminated the threat, we've already did our draw. What do we do now? We always suggest bring the gun back into your body, to the ready position. And we always suggest just bring it back into the high compressed ready. So what you want to do now is assess the situation. All right? Is the threat, have you eliminated the threat? Is anybody hurt? Have the police arrived? Do people actually think you're the bad guy? What you want to do is from your outstretched position, bring it back into your body and just kind of look around. Look left, look right, assess the situation. If it's safe to do so, go ahead and look your gun back into the holster and do whatever you need to do. If you had to fire your weapon at somebody, it's probably a good thing to call 911. They always tell you, you want to be the first person. This has nothing to do with drawing in front of the holster, but you want to be the first person to call 911. You don't want to tell them everything, but you just want to kind of get them the basics to let them know what's going on. Is anybody hurt? When the police come, just kind of make sure, do whatever they say. You really do not want to be holding a gun when the police pull up. You know, we always hear, the only thing that stops a bad guy with the gun is a good guy with the gun, and the only thing that stops that good guy if the police comes up and think you're the bad guy. So as soon as you can, put that gun back in the holster and wait. Alright, so everything we've been showing you far, we've been kind of drawing from a outside the waistband holster. And actually I'm going to keep doing it because it's just kind of easier to show. But what we're going to do now is just kind of show you basically how to draw from a concealed carry position, whether it's outside the waistband, concealed, or just inside the waistband. So I know some of you guys still do open carry. That's fine. Most of us out here concealed carry. So we just want to kind of go through what we do if we're doing it from a concealed carry position. And basically everything is going to be the same except for when we start. What we're going to do is have to get to our gun because it's concealed, it's covered. So as you see, I have a nice open garment. You may have a jacket or something on, and your gun's here. So basically what you do is if you have an open garment covering your firearm, what you want to do is just take your strong side thumb, just kind of put it right in front of the zipper, whatever here, right alongside your body, and just kind of take it back, all the way back. And what you're going to do is take it back behind the grip of your gun. You're going to take it all the way back. Once you're all the way back and it's out the way, now you're just going to come in with your grip straight up, orient it, bring it out, bring it back, thumb out. And one thing I always try to tell people to do is pay attention when you're drawing from the hose and put it back in. You don't want to flag yourself. Just kind of make sure when you're bringing it back, all the way back behind you, and you're coming back forward. When you're pulling it out, you don't want to kind of be pointing the gun this way. You just want to kind of be, and a lot of times if you have your thumb out, you know, that's kind of keep your thumb out away from your body. And then when you bring it back, you're going to look it back. And the reason you're looking it back into the holster is if this shirt gets caught up in that holster, and when I pull it out, and that shirt's pulling with it, that shirt's going to pull the trigger. It's a SIG P320 when the one about talking about they had a negligent discharge. So that's what you kind of do with your open garment is you're pulling, just kind of reaching back and just practice this. You know, the more you practice it, the better you'll get. I just kind of practice going alongside the body. Got a little extra hit up to love, so I just kind of go right along that. Take it all the way back because you want to free that garment. Just free it and then just come back. That's why I was telling you before, a lot of people were just going straight down. Practice coming up into your grip, bringing it out and up. Alright, that's what you're going to do. When you come back, bring it back inside the holster. So that's what we're going to do if we got an open jacket on. Alright, so what do you do if you have a closed garment on? I'll show you a couple things. So the first thing you can do is basically you can kind of do the same thing you did before, where you would kind of take your thumb, lift it up over and to it. But you, in this one, if you do it like this, which is maybe a little harder, I'm just showing you different ways, you have to make sure that you get that gun, your hand up over your garment and kind of be careful. So that may not be the best way, but that is a way that people learn, is to grab that thumb, just kind of lift it up and over and grab it. Well, you see that's not really always the best way to do it. Another way people would suggest you do it is to kind of grab both hands and lift that garment up, and with your support hand you would hold on to the garment. You're going to make sure it's above, so you take both hands, you lift it up, and with this hand you're going to reach down. You got your practice on with your grip, bring it out and up. And those are just kind of some simple ways to learn. As you get, see me put that holster in without looking, gotta be set. If you kind of get better with it, you'll find different ways, different things you can do to kind of get better, and different ways to kind of draw from the holster, draw from concealed. I'm just showing you some simple ways to kind of start your dry fire practice, and trust me, as we move along, we'll get into some more advanced, maybe even easier ways to do it, to draw from the holster or draw from concealed. What I would suggest is always to kind of practice with different garments on. Practice with the shirt, you just kind of lifting it up. Practice with a jacket, t-shirt, the polo shirt, just different things, just to kind of see, you know, stuff that you wear every day. You want to practice drawing from that. So if you learned anything, let me know. If you got some different ways from drawing from the holster, let me know. We can maybe get out here and teach those. We just want to make sure what we're doing here is basically, like I said, I always say it's a starting point. It's not the end all be all. It's for beginners, so I'm just teaching you simple methods on how to do it. As we move further along in the channel, we'll come up with more advanced methods, different things you can do. We just want to kind of keep it simple for new gun owners. A lot of the stuff I'm doing this first year is basic stuff for new gun owners, all right? So, like I said, you got anything to add, hit me up in the comments. We'll see you guys later. Until then, stay safe, shoot straight, keep training. Talk to you later. All right, so here at Fitty and Tactical, we're trying to give you good quality content, especially for new shooters, people that may be underrepresented in the community. So if these videos are helpful or informational, like and subscribe. Just kind of help grow the channel. That's what we're trying to do, is grow, get to as many people as possible. So if you like what you see, like and subscribe. All right, you guys stay safe.